Nice. You made it to part two of episode two. Um, well, if you're still here, I got no updates, so let's just move on ahead and start episode two, part two, conflict.
Mhm.
You went ahead and climbed down the sewer, and you guys are now in what appears to be like a foot of sewage water. Sam, that's probably like up to your belly, or maybe your leg. No, that'll mean like you're 2 feet tall. So it's cover. It's up to you like your thighs, right? Everybody else
Nice and
is
warm.
everybody else is at least a foot up, so probably up to your calves. And it's
It just didn't feel right after the uh the rich guy did his hand squiggles. This feels much better. Sam spritzes himself under his armpits with some raw sewage. Much better.
so this putrid stream flows like along the sewer tunnel, which leads in two separate directions. In one direction, you see a tiny symbol on the wall with yellow chalk. It's roughly palm size, and you can see that Sam probably looks at this for a few seconds before he decides to go down the direction of the yellow chalk mark.
Yep. Follow me. Whee!
And it's the yellow chalk mark is a circle with 10 spokes radiating out from the circumference. So like you got a circle and then you got like dots, 10 dots around it.
I'm gonna use mold earth to leave like a marker, so if we get separated, I know how to get back where we can.
Okay, so you're gonna mold a portion of this sewer wall to kind of like leave a marker.
I don't actually have to mold it. I can literally just like draw it.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I
Shit
mean. Like
comes
you're
before.
making a marking on the sewer wall
Yeah.
next to the yellow chalk, or
Well, if there's already a mark there, actually, I don't need to, do I? If we ever come across an area where it's like a T junction and it's not marked, I'll mark it so we know which route to go.
and if you have any questions, Sam, just let me know because you'd be familiar with most of this stuff anyway. But for now, if you don't want to leave the mold earth, then you don't have to. So these tunnels continue to go left and right, and sometimes you come to like three ways. And at every location where it feels like you could get lost, Sam is just going down these tunnels like it's just another fucking Monday for him, and he continues to follow these yellow chalk marks. Now, you may be familiar with these guys, Sam, but they're probably not your crew. You just know how their guild works, right? Or how your guild works.
Yeah, yeah.
And as you guys are making your way down one of the tunnels, um, it's been like about an hour of following these signs through the tunnels. You come to a three-way intersection where a ladder leads up into a stone shaft capped by a metal cover. You can either go up or continue going down the tunnels. After a couple of hours following signs through the tunnels, you come to this three-way intersection where a ladder leads up, and then one of the tunnels continues further down, another tunnel continues left and right. You do see that the familiar marking is on the center tunnel. If you wanted to keep going down, there's no markings on this ladder that seems to be heading upwards to the sewer lid above, but if you wanted to go that way, you're more than welcome to. Um, which direction would you like to go?
I mean, there's no reason to expect them to have gone up, so we'll just keep following the markings.
Okay. So you continue to follow the marking, and I need to know. It is dark as hell down here. I didn't really care about lighting because I
I have a
know.
candle.
Yeah, you have a candle. Are you gonna continue using that candle as a torch, or is anybody else? Does anybody else have a source of light?
I can carry a torch.
All right, so you're also carrying a torch just in case. You guys can hear from down the tunnel. Stop! Stop! And then it kind of then makes you hear the sounds of like chittering, like rat movement, and it just kind of sounds like Stop.
I'm gonna ask Bolt to translate for me.
You're gonna ask who? Oh, the rat. The rat crawls up your pant leg, and you can see that it seems a little frightened.
Yay, that must be them up ahead. Hey! It's me, Sam. I came over to say hi and also find a dude.
And
Maybe also make a deal or something.
as
Hello?
you walk forward, the next word you hear, food, and I will need to do something. I don't need you to do anything.
Yeah.
Did they just
I'm
call
not
us
being
food?
sneaky.
I think they called you food. They were obviously not referring to me or Sam.
Yeah, clearly.
We're not beefy enough.
I'm gonna have to do this. And as you begin walking forward, saying "friend," you can hear the sounds of strong, I guess like a strong wind, kind of like forced air, as it makes its way down the sewer passageway. Kind of sounds like as this ray. Oops. That's not how you. Why would you do that? As you see a ray of frost just kind of shoot out, and you don't see where it's coming from until like 40 feet ahead of you, because that's how much light the torch provides, 20 feet, and then a dim light of another additional 20 feet. So it came from the darkness further into the sewers, and I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
All of us are just.
No, just Sam, who stepped forward. So as you kind of jump to the side, you see this ray of frost just hit the floor beneath you and freeze some of the sewage water. And I will need initiative rolls from everybody. You may have known it was there, but you can't see it. It's almost like he can see you at a further distance than you can see him.
Being bastard. I'm actually going to delay my turn until after Balam anyway, so
Okay.
I do not want to be the guy up front getting punched in the face.
So this thing, it's not a dummy head, so it'll move up to a point where you guys still cannot see it. And it'll make Prod and Balan available targets. So try 1d3 to see if there are any more people. Oh my god, it didn't fucking matter. I will need. Oh my god. Actually, he may use this on somebody else. I need a DC wisdom. I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Sam.
That I am best at.
Oh, you're good. As
Yeah,
you
Fred talks me out of it.
as you feel this strange kind of presence kind of protrude into your mind, you shake it off. That ain't Fred. And then you feel a second one, a second intrusion into your mind. I will need another wisdom saving throw. And you made this one as well.
That's not Fred.
That's not.
That's
you
so
just yell at the undertone. You're not Fred.
How dare you speak into my mind?
God, out of all the things he could do, that one's kind of. I don't like that. I don't like that one. It's so lame. All right, Prod, go.
I'm going to delay my turn until after Balam runs
Oh.
up to this thing.
Right, you're right. I forgot you told me that. Sam.
How dare you imitate my friend? How dare you? Okay, then I can see him there. Ooh. And we'll shoot him.
Oh, let me
Or a
see.
14 hit.
A 14 does hit for 9 points of
Alright.
damage. As you see, an arrow or bolt.
Arrow.
As you see an arrow soda through the tunnel passageway and strike this creature square in. Well, I was gonna say its head, but that's mostly the entire body. So you strike it in its body head,
Nice.
All right, Balan, it is your turn. Throw the halfling.
Yeah, I have a small problem. There is a halfling where I need to be.
You're probably trying to
This thing
provide
called
cover.
the dash action.
Yeah, it's not like you have a ranged attack.
Oh, did we ever take a short rest?
Not that you guys told me, but I would have assumed that as you guys were exploring the warehouse, that would have been your short rest, and it would have been long enough for the guard to actually show up. So you guys can definitely have a short rest.
I mean, it would have taken me a while to reposition all the bodies
It would.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Get all of their spells back when they rest, right? Short rest.
Who? Druids?
That's how. Yeah, that's how it works.
Not at all. I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, it says long rest, but I'm sure that's just a typo.
Okay, so I'm a run up to here and yeet a hand axe.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna throw Sam. Is the the Sam? God damn. Is the hand axe range of 20 feet?
Yes, I believe that's with disadvantage.
Yeah, past 20 feet, I think there's a max range, which is disadvantage, and then effective range would be 20 feet. Let me make sure. Hand axe.
Either way, it's a 17 with disadvantage.
With disadvantage is a 17? Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. That will hit. I'll look up the rule later, but go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, it has a max range of 60.
Oh, max range of 60? Oh, effective range of 20, and then a max range of 60. Okay, yeah, that's good. You throw that hand axe and flies through the air, and you just chop off one of these, one of the creature's tentacle eyes. For 9
Oh,
points.
that should only be a 7.
6. Why would it be a 7?
Because it added the +2 from the dueling fighting style.
Oh, okay,
But it's
I
just
see.
not-
All right, yeah. So you added your strength.
9 minus 2 is 7, Dale. Why is it a
I said
6?
that should be a 7.
Okay. Maybe I misheard you.
It's all,
Yeah, I think he did say 7. I think I was saying the wrong thing, but it's all good. You throw your hand axe down the sewage passageway, and you can see it spin in the air as it lops off one of the tentacles that's attached to this creature. One of them head tentacles. It looks to be just hovering in space, but it doesn't look like it'd be able to manage for very long. It's got this weird phasing up and down that it's doing. It looks like it's nearly dead. Prod.
Let's do this. So I'll run forward. I'll bonus action make magic stones, and then I will regular action poke this guy in the eye from a distance.
All right. And that hits. And as this creature looks like it's trying to hobble its way back, you just pelt it in the back of its head, and it falls face down into the sewage water. And you can see that the water kind of rises almost above the creature, but it's still kind of, you can see the back part surfaced on the back part of this creature is still sticking above the water.
Oh yeah.
God, that was,
Plotted.
out of all the things I described, that was the hardest. All right then. You were able to defeat this creature. And Sam, you are familiar with what this, I don't know if you are familiar with the name, but you know these creatures are normally placed a few hundred feet away from the entryway. They're pretty close from Xanathar camp entryways. They're kind of like a warning. And a defense to try to ward off any passerbys. So you can tell that you're probably close to where this encampment has been made.
You big piece of shit. You don't even recognize your own teammate? I kick its body a couple of times.
I'll be honest. Your guy
Yeah,
seems
that's
a little
right, Fred.
dangerous.
Pee on it.
you didn't pee on him. I treat y'all like shit, but I don't understand why. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we will pick up inside the camp. All right. So you guys make your way down the sewers. You continue moving downwards, and Sam, you can tell that you at least have to be close because you saw one of those creatures. And these creatures are known as gazers, and they're normally placed to guard the entryway to a camp. Gazer guard.
Stupid gazer card.
Stupid.
Always trying to eat me.
That is probably not far from the truth. Yeah. All right. You eventually make your way to what appears to be this like a central hub where the sewer systems connect. The main sewer tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of what appear to be like slits, very thin slits in each direction, and they're not hidden in any way. Let me use this. You can see slits here and then slits here. And then you can see this central hub this way, and it's the sewer flows upwards and downwards. These two passageways continue on to the north and south. A stone door is set into the back wall of the stone ledge to the west. So as you guys come down this tunnel, you see the sewage central hub here, and the sewage passageway that goes south has a small stepping kind of like sidewalk platform right here.
Stupid piece of shit. And you said there's like a is it here? There's the doorway.
Yes, that's the doorway. That's the stone slab that seems to resemble a door. Everything like past this point seems to be kind of roughly constructed out, but it does have the sense of like human engineering or humanoid engineering. I don't know what the proper term would be, but that.
Do I see any markings?
On the markings on the door, let's see. You will find markings on this door which resemble the Xanathar gang, which is basically a circle with 10 spokes that kind of encircle the circle.
Time to open the door.
All right.
Boy.
Prod, are you following Sam?
Yes.
Go ahead and make your way there. And as you're just kind of looking, yeah, of course you would be. As you're kind of just looking around, a few things kind of stick out to you, Prod. One is the slits that kind of are opened and available to you here. They don't really seem to... Go ahead and step back, Prod. Just a little bit. Yeah, because what's going to happen is this. It'll be roughly right here. Because as you try to make your way around the sewer, that's where it would happen. Sam, you kind of walked up to here, and for reasons that you don't know why, this didn't happen to you. Oh, you probably know why. But Prod is walking down here, and you are met with 2 arrows that seem to fly out from the slits.
Hey. He's cool. He's cool. He's with me. Fred vouches for him.
First, that will happen, but then as you say that, you can definitely hear, oh, sorry. We thought you were followed. No. 2 arrows will fly at Prod first, so let me go ahead.
Yes, I was being very stealthy. It was very obvious that I was hiding behind him with my torch. Behind him.
There's 2 more red-haired Humies coming down the corridor too. Don't shoot. I'm trying to arrange a meeting for them.
Yeah, these arrows definitely fly off first before you said that.
Can I not persuade the arrows to go off course?
You try to speak to the arrows to sway them from going off course, but Prod, you are met with 2 strikes. I'm assuming 17 hits.
Yes.
So you take 6 points of damage. But then, as you tell them to stop, they apologize. It has this very like high pitch, kind of growling speech in common, almost like it's not their natural language. And who's you?
Hey Sam,
Show
And this
show
is Fred.
show sign of allegiance.
Uh,
Show tattoo. They basically want you to show the tattoo of the Xanathar gang, which is any kind of form of like a something that kind of roughly resembles a beholder in some way.
Sam pulls down his pants and like wipes some dirt off of his ass.
It's
And underneath the dirt smudge, there's something that looks like a many-armed, many-eyed tentacle monster.
it's like yes, that great marking. I have one similar. And he shows you. Well, he tries to show you through the small slit his tramp stamp of a beholder. But if you say they with you, then why you bring him here?
Job. I'm supposed to be finding someone. His name's Floan. He's one of those rich asshole types. Blonde hair. Doesn't have much common sense. Was last seen really drunk.
I'd ask boss, but he's in a meeting with higher up. I'm not gonna interrupt. They scare me.
Can you ask Bosk to come meet with us whenever he's done?
Can do. And he'll just kind of sit off to the side, and no, Prod, he will no longer shoot the arrows at you.
I'll,
My two new wooden friends are very appreciative.
I'm just gonna leave the other noble person here until you guys decide like you need him for something. I'm not gonna keep dragging him around everywhere. Balan just keeps running up and down. You did say that there are two other humans following you.
Yeah, I'll wave them all over so we can all wait in front of the door for, Mr. Boss to come here.
So from the other side,
I'll clean us up because I don't want to meet a boss covered in sewage.
So one thing you do,
the digitation.
As soon as you clean Sam, he jumps back into the sewer and splashes around in the water.
I'll do it again.
I'll repeat it as many times as necessary.
Prad, you do see that there seems to be some kind of outlining on this wall, similar to the one that you saw in the warehouse, but of course this one seems to be made of stone, and it looks like to have some kind of like sliding mechanism.
Try and break into their base.
And then we'll move this here. So as you're waiting there, Sam, eventually the door is opened. It didn't take too long, roughly a few seconds, and you can see this goblin kind of opening the door for you. So, yeah. Other goblin, I call him Spookies. He went to go check with boss, and I haven't seen him come back yet, or heard him come back. I normally don't leave my spot, but he hasn't come back to his guard spot, so I don't know if he's in trouble.
Well, I mean, I can take his guard spot if you need. But these three should probably wait out here.
Well, you can go ahead and walk around, but these three must stay out here.
Also, one of the guard pets is dead up the tunnel. You should really train them not to attack.
What happened? Did you show them? Did you show them your ass?
He shot me.
He knows speak the best, so it makes sense that he just shoot.
Well, he's dead now, so that's his problem.
We won't tell boss. Secret.
Okay.
But then he'll go ahead and go back to his guard spot, and he said
I'll give him one of my little giggle pouches.
Yes, more giggle, yes. He immediately he doesn't do as much as you did. He doesn't go on this coke out trip. He definitely just takes a little bit and looks like he's gonna make it last a little longer. But yeah, you're more than welcome to travel. Of course, your three friends are not, or your three friends.
Yeah, or walk around, I guess.
It's up to you, or you can just keep waiting. But it looks like the other goblin that was sent to go see what happened hasn't come back. You see that there's another kind of slit in here as well. Obviously meant for the same purpose as the other arrows.
It's so good we didn't have to attack this place. We'd have gotten murdered.
Maybe.
That's why the Xanatar Guild is so good. You know, we have all of these defenses. It's not like we're in some fucking exposed warehouse outside, which isn't even dirty. Like, God. Can you imagine?
So
Fucking Zentrum.
you guys like continue some banter back and forth, and it doesn't seem like the boss is showing up. But after some time, the goblin does return, and he's kind of like waving you from around the corner, Sam.
Yeah, I'll go over.
All right, so he's gonna pull you out at least far enough, like up to here. I'll go ahead and just drag you, just to kind of keep you earshot away from the other guys, or what he believes would be earshot away. And
to listen in.
go ahead and give me a perception, as you're actively trying to kind of like listen to this guy. And he is trying to be stealthy, so let me... So he's whispering like very loud. First he speaks in Goblin, and he's whispering like very silently, and it's almost like unnoticeable, but you can kind of listen to him. Do you speak Goblin or no?
I do not. I speak a bunch of languages. None of them make any sense.
What about you, Sam? Do you speak Goblin?
No, but I speak Thieves' Cant.
Sadly, he does not speak Thieves' Cant, but then as he like perfectly whispers to you in Goblin and you don't understand him, he starts speaking in Common, in a language he doesn't fully understand, and that is what you're hearing, Prod. Very loud whisper. It's kind of like a child trying to whisper, but it's just speaking at a normal volume, but with like a hiss at the end. So, boss says, that man you travel with, he needs to come, and then you guys go.
Okay, but I also need to talk to boss about acquiring a different human, but I can talk that out with boss. He'll meet us, right?
He meets you if you bring the red-haired one with
red-haired one.
Oh, he kind of makes an attempt to describe the other nobleman as best he can.
All right.
Despite Balan almost looking exactly the same.
Pick them both.
Take him
I'll go out. Right?
Yep.
And point at the random dude whose name I was never introduced to. Be like, I need you to come with me. For the talking.
I don't want to go into the guild with just you. I didn't kind of trust you to begin with. I don't.
Well, why did you follow me here then?
I
this
followed,
was always the plan.
I followed the other two to save Floon. I don't want to meet the boss of the Xanatar.
Save Floon.
That doesn't.
I've arranged a meeting with the guy who can help us.
Are you two coming with me? And he looks to Balan and Prada.
I'm sadly not a red-headed noble, so sorry.
He only wants to meet with you and me.
And it's the only way we'll be able to find Floon. They kidnapped them, trying to find me. They're asking for me. If they kidnapped him, thinking it was me, I have a feeling they're trying to kidnap me. Will you be able to protect me?
Yeah, I'm totally a big shot in this guild.
Are you? Would you actually try to protect them? I just need to know if
roll a deception check.
Yeah, deception. That's what I'm asking for.
Hey, I'm a lucky halfling. I get to
Uh,
reroll once.
so you guys hear what Sam says, and um, what's
That halfling doesn't seem so trustworthy.
yeah, he comes off as not so trustworthy, but let me see.
Would
Oh
it
my,
be an insight check to tell if he's lying or not? Or is there something else?
it would be insight. Yeah, that's correct. Now whether you want to even do a check, that's up to you. But you can just choose to believe him. But the nobleman you guys dragged in here doesn't seem keen. I'm just gonna tell you his name because I'm getting frustrated calling him nobleman. Rainer Neverember doesn't want to.
Oh,
Eh,
you told us that name last.
yeah,
last
I
week.
did tell you his name. Yeah, but
Right,
I told you his name, but you guys never asked his name when you
Oh,
found him
yeah, we knew he was captured with
with
Floan.
Floon. But as he looks at you, Sam, he begins to step back. I don't think you have good intentions. I don't think you ever did. And then he looks to you two, Prod and Balan, and you guys are aligned with him as he kind of like slowly starts to step back.
Hey guys, we might need to persuade the redhead a little more forcefully.
Let me move you here.
I'll I'll say to the goblins in the wall. And I will pull my bow and knock an arrow.
Balan,
Now,
if you're saying
I,
something, you're on push to talk, man.
I accepted the
I'm not
job.
on push to talk. I
Oh,
was just moving between him and my ginger friend.
okay, so you move in between. Okay, so Balan, you want to move in between Sam and Rainer. And what was it that you're saying, Sam? You were trying to tell the goblins that he needs a little convincing, and he nods
Yeah.
his head, and you hear him like scurry uh, a little north and then back around, and then you can hear from the slits in the wall, "No move!" And then after some time, you can definitely, or when all that was happening, you can definitely hear that the goblin from the other side has also returned. Yeah, yeah, no move. You stay.
I'm gonna do my best goblin impersonation, and hold Vox above my head like a lunatic, and also tell him no move, just stay.
Balan, it looks like uh, it looks like your team is kind of holding Rainer Neverember hostage.
Um,
Are you going to join them in the hostage taking?
Absolutely not.
This is clearly not a hostage situation. We're just
Oh,
trying to convince him using conventional means.
Yeah.
um,
In fact, I will draw steel.
so it looks like we have a gap here, a separation of intent of what you guys want to do. Balan, Rainer obviously doesn't want to stay with these two, but you, as a fellow nobleman, begin to draw your weapon, your steel, and your shield. Prod, you begin to take the side of the Xanathar Guild and allying yourself with Sam, or you haven't really, no, you have, because you also told him to stop in a goblin imitation. Sam, you have basically agreed to
Oh,
capture
yeah.
Raynor.
I mean, this seems like seemed like the simplest way to complete our current mission.
You
Yeah.
guys,
I took a mission to find Floan,
Floon? Yeah.
and yeah, in order to get Floon, I need this guy. So this guy's coming, whether he wants to or not.
How about instead we let him go and I can be your red-haired noble?
No, boss already knows you both red hair, and he gives me a description of the other guy.
I mean, they did kidnap Floon.
Also,
So
think of it this way: what we do, right, is we trade in this redhead for our guy, and then we get another job to rescue this guy.
Yeah, yeah. See, don't you want to make more Balan?
You gotta
Did-
double tap that pit.
Didn't you say you were a merchant or something?
I'm a nobleman first.
Really? Because I thought most noble families fought their way in.
No. Well, maybe. But my definition of noble is truly noble.
Yeah, whatever brings you the
What's
most
that?
coin. So let's get the guy into the meeting. We don't even know what the boss wants with him yet. You know, this could be a perfectly friendly encounter.
Yeah. Quick question: what does his boss want with you exactly?
I don't know. I can only assume that it has something to do with a rumor that my father left some hidden wealth in the city.
Ebalon, there might even be a treasure map involved. Don't you want to get in on this?
Yeah, but you're also a criminal organization.
Yeah.
By the way,
By the
one of the
way,
guard we met with earlier asked me to hand you these, and I will hand them the rules and laws.
yeah. So he basically
Oh, thanks, man.
hands you guys.
I was out of toilet paper, and I shove it, down the back of my pants.
But yeah, you guys are
Cool.
basically at a stalemate. Balan's not budging. Never Ember doesn't want to be taken in to go see the boss. Prod and Sam, you want to take him in.
Alright.
You can tell that he 100% does not want to go, and you've basically lost any trust that he has given to you, and he's now solely relying on Balan.
Alright, how about this? We do this a little untraditional, no bloodshed. Rock, paper, scissors tournament, me and Sam versus the two redheads.
No, I'm not gonna leave my fate to the chance of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, but if you win, then I stand on your side. You're already on the opposite side, so you can't.
No, I am not gonna play rock, paper, scissors for my life. I am not going.
I mean,
because currently you're already in the losing of the rock, paper, scissors situation as it stands.
It's not like we just go around killing people willy-nilly. If he
Nah.
wants some
But-
hidden wealth, just give him a treasure map or something. Doesn't matter if it's even real.
You don't-
just come talk to the dude.
You don't
He'll
even know
let
what's
Sloan
there.
go.
You're blindly going into the depths or the
Yeah.
lair of what would be
I'm-
a henchman
I'm-
of Xanathar. I am not going
I'm
in
a
there.
henchman of Xanathar. I told you this
And
up on the surface. You
And
just didn't
you're
listen
not
to me.
trustworthy at all, and I've made a mistake. And he kind of like draws his rapier in a defensive way, right? He's not getting
I'll be honest-
hostile with it, but he's getting a little nervous.
In my defense, I lied to you immediately by claiming he wasn't, so that should have tipped you off.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to go. If you can really tell, if you guys are gonna try to get him in there, it's gonna have to be by force.
All right. Well, I'm shooting him.
Well, he's already like in a defensive position, so as you draw your weapons, everybody
Just
just roll
draw.
initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna attack you or anything. He was just kind of defensive. But as you do draw your weapons, roll me initiative. Balan, you have Raynor on your side.
Run, you fool!
No, we are noblemen. I'll fight with you. I believe we can take them. Before, I was jumped by 5 men and then swarmed by a large force, but this is only 2 and goblins in the wall. I believe we can take them.
Friends, we can take them. They're just 2 spoiled rich brats.
All right. Let me roll for him as well. Well, this is a combat thing that I didn't think was going to happen. Balan and Neverember versus Prod and Sam. And then 2 goblins.
Maybe the boss will come when he wonders what's taking so long.
Alright. Let me pull up the initiative tracker here. He is currently distracted entertaining some guests and trying to explain his fuck up. So let's see, we got Prod and Balan with the 2020. We got Rainer with the 14, Sam, and then let me get the 2 goblins up here as well. They might have to start making their way around.
They just shoot through the walls, yeah.
Yeah, for now they can. This one has range of both Balan and Neverember, but of course he's going to try to move out of the way, and that's when they're going to have to start moving around. But this one is going to shoot at Neverember, since that's the guy that they need to capture. And a 12 will miss. As you guys see an arrow fly through this, well actually, I'll make their rolls visible to you guys, because technically at the moment they are your allies, so you'd want to know what's happening here. Okay, Never Whisper. Sadly, that arrow was a 12, and it would miss Neverember. It would also miss Balan. But Prod, you're up next. Or, Balan, what is your dex?
13.
You actually go before Prod. You have a higher dex score than he does. Alright, Balan, you're first up, and you are now fighting what you believed was your team. Things have kind of gone
What a traitor.
tits up as
I
the
spent
shit's all over
of
the place.
myself keeping him alive.
Green Flame Blade.
Who are you attacking, though?
I'm gonna stab the smelly one first.
Oh, you're gonna go for Sam. 17, Sam.
That'll
Does
hit.
that hit? Okay.
So that is 12 damage to Sam and 3 damage to Prod.
I'm unconscious.
Sam immediately goes out as Balan strikes him with a long sword.
His candle.
What was that?
What happens to Sam's candle?
It's still lit. It's on the floor. You guys are not in the sewer water. You're actually on the concrete floor below. Or next to it. Right here. It's concrete. So the candle's still providing light. Is that what you're
I
asking?
am going to drop my torch into the water, use my free interaction to put out the candle, and then I'm going to run into the base under the cover of darkness.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not, but I know where there's a doorway over here, and I'm going to
Yeah. So don't move yet.
I know it's a straight line.
As I hear him running, do I get an attack of opportunity?
You are blind,
Can't
and
see him.
you can still attack. It's just disadvantaged because you don't have sight. You can attack based off sound.
Let's go, fam!
Alright.
Actually, all of that didn't cost me anything, so I'm just going to disengage and do what I just said.
Yes, then yeah, you can definitely do that. You just drop your torch, interact with his torch, and then drop it into the water. Complete blindness.
And then just-
Hold on. I gotta turn off all the light. You can't see anything.
I can't.
You do know there's a doorway there, so I'm gonna let you move at normal speed. Let me just adjust your lighting here. Oops, sorry. I think I didn't delete you. Oh, good. I'm blind. All right. So you put out both sources of light, and everybody's in darkness.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah. So you just kind of feel around as you make your way through.
I didn't know whether I actually could take that last step, but I went for it. To see that place.
This guy knows you're trying to help him, so he's not going to like turn around and start attacking you. That was
I
your
spent all
turn.
my healing on the guy who just stabbed me.
Let me see what's on this guy's person. Let's see if he'll be able to. Balan, do you have any torches on you?
Yes.
He'll grab a torch for you from your pack and then light it. We must make our escape, or we can either continue fighting and make our way to Floon.
No, dog. We need out.
I don't know if Floon will survive. I can't leave him behind, but I don't want to give myself up. Balan, please follow me in saving Floon.
Son of a bitch. Well, I already said I'm gonna get him out, so I guess I'm following him.
Haha, nice. He will move forward. He was basically waiting for a confirmation. He wasn't gonna go by himself either, but you agreed. You make your way. He makes his way 30 feet. Can he dash? Because he had to. No, that's interacting with an object.
Yeah, but you would have had to have interacted with two objects.
Okay, yeah, I'll just say he uses up his
Once they
action
get
to
the
go ahead and
torch,
yeah.
once I'm
He,
like-
he used his action to light it up, so he moves 30 feet. You do see Sam
I guess-
unconscious.
I guess he could have just lit the torch while it was still in the bag, which would.
Yeah, no, he's gonna use up his action to try to light that torch. You guys definitely need sight. After you agreed to help him out, Balan, he runs further into the sewerways. Sam, I need a death saving throw.
Yes, you do. There it is.
One failed. All right. The goblin. This one can kind of still make out where you're at, Balan. You don't see where he's shooting from anymore, so he's gonna have advantage on you. 20 will hit for 4 points of damage, Balan. And the other one, advantage as well, but I believe a 14 will miss. Alright, for all he knows, the footsteps that are coming down can be Sam making his way back, so he doesn't know that's never Ember until the light source actually appears around the corner. So yeah, he would shoot at Balan instead. Okay, so 4 damage to Balan. Balan, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna pick up the halfling as a potential meat shield.
That's very noble of you.
Your hand is now covered in sewer water. Congratulations.
In the end,
5,
Sam
10,
wins.
15, 20, 25, 30.
You can't end your turn on top of him, so you either have to be behind or in front. I thought you can be in front. Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you should be able to get there.
I am in front of him.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just took a little while for Roll20 to show that. All right, so that was your movement. The light, although it doesn't go around a corner as much as you'd like to actually show where Prod is.
From the shadows I strike.
But you can definitely see that directly south of you is completely empty. He's not there. There seems to be some bedding made for a small-sized creature.
I set the halfling on fire.
I mean, you carried him
Soaked
with
in
you.
sewer water, so that would be difficult.
Yeah, you won't be able to set him on fire, but you are carrying him with you. He is wet.
Should have just dried him.
I mean, no, I'm not
Do
gonna
you want
suggest.
to spend your turn using prestidigitation? Because you can.
Is there any reason why you want to set him on fire?
Because I don't want to put him down to pull a torch out of my pack.
Well, Never Ember has a torch for you. You just gotta give him a little time to get around that corner. You wouldn't have known after moving though. You can ready an action.
I use the halfling as an improvised weapon.
Use the halfling as an improvised weapon. What improvised weapon? Because he's too heavy to be a ranged weapon. You can definitely use any weapon that you have on you, like a dagger, as a better ranged weapon than a halfling.
Yeah, but again, I have to put them down.
Yeah, you could have just left him. You could have left Sam there. I mean, you didn't have to pick him up. You're not really doing anything with him. And it's taking
No,
up.
I'm not gonna leave him. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I'm going to reform him. And he's
him
going
on
to pay
fire?
trying to stab me.
You very quickly went from set him on fire to reform.
To reform, right?
The only true way to reform anything is setting it on fire. Have you ever read 40K?
Must purify.
It's just a Warhammer fan. Yeah.
Must purify the
Purify the
heretics.
sin. Yeah. Cleanse the heretic. Purify the unclean.
All right. If anything comes in range, I will stab it.
Okay. That is your readied action. You don't have your shield if you're carrying. You can't use your shield effectively if you're carrying Sam. Just so you know. So
Can
what
I
is?
use him as a shield?
No, he is not a shield. He is a halfling.
Pretty sure your shield doesn't weigh like 40 pounds and have like 10 pounds of gear on it.
And doesn't act like dead weight that just kind of flops back and forth depending on how
Yeah.
you're holding him.
It probably has a handle of some sort. I'm
And
not
is-
saying you can't make a handle out of parts of me. I'm just saying that it's not as rigid.
But so your AC is effectively lower while you're carrying this halfling around. I can say you still have the shield strapped to your arm in some way, but it's you just can't use it. Alright, Prod, it is your turn. You can see light being emitted from the tunnel below. Balan is visible.
From the shadows I strike.
This would be with advantage because he cannot see you.
Oh, is that enough?
16. What is your AC, Balan, without your shield?
16.
Fuck, that hits.
From the shadows I strike.
It does hit for 10 points of damage, Balan.
Damn.
Are you unconscious?
No.
Probably not. We have ridiculously high scores.
Yeah. Alright,
Damn,
so
14 wasn't enough. Were you at full
Wait.
health?
no, you took
Hold on,
four.
you hit
You
me
took
for-
you took 4 damage from a goblin, and then he hit you for.
Oh, I missed the goblin damage. No, I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay. So it's only
The
left.
shadows I strike.
Yeah, if I had realized I had damage on me, I would have second winded, but
No,
ready for that now.
it's okay. No, I let you guys take back stuff like that. It's not a big issue. Would you have second winded if you were paying attention?
yes.
I was gonna say you already used second wind and then forgot that was actually during your wrestling fight
Yeah.
with the half orc out of a camp.
Oh yeah, in the other game in Blazy, yeah. You use second wind for wrestling. No, you're more than welcome to use your second wind. You did take 4 points of damage. In order to not die here, you need to get.
Wasn't he already too short as well after my healing?
What's up?
We short rest.
Short rest. He gets it back.
Ah,
We're still at the beginning of the game here, so you're learning your characters. You forget a few things. In this situation, he was just either distracted, which happens, and it's okay. I'm not too strict on this, and you guys know that. I let you guys call back stuff all the time. So go ahead and do your not your action surge, but your second wind. You need to get above. Oh fuck. Okay,
so
that's a lot.
that was he's 10 below full health basically.
Yeah. Which leaves
So I
him.
have 2.
He has 2 health left.
Oh my
Also,
God,
I
we're
will
even.
apologize.
You have advantage at this point. What can I do?
You can continue moving, or you can.
Alright, well, I surrender. You win, I surrender.
Fraud surrenders. He just. You win. I surrender. Is that exactly what you said?
Yep.
Rainer will move upwards to here on his turn. Seeing that you surrender, he's gonna try and make quick work of the goblin. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he can get there. He's gonna strike at the goblin. Oh fuck. And as you see him come with the scimitar, he comes across and just lops the head off this goblin. That is a crit. Wow.
Mother.
That was faster than I thought. That was
That-
12. That was 12
Really?
seconds. I'm like, maybe the boss will show up. I'm like, wait, fuck, no.
Wait.
I didn't
Hold
know
on,
which way
is-
I could go, so I had no choice. I had to surrender.
All right, let's switch this up and see how this conversation's gonna go down.